Yes, Poojitha, go ahead.
Sir, I'm unable to share my screen, sir. So, good morning, everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about Indian art and culture, like what are the different types of art and the culture we follow in our country. And so, coming to art, uh, like what is an art? Like we regularly use this word called art, right? Like cooking is an art, dance is an art, and painting is an art, like singing is an art. So, what art actually is? It is a way of expressing our feelings or emotions or either ideas in a through a physical medium is called an art. Art is something that is created out of creativity or imagination. And art comes in mainly categorized into two forms of art, that is audio arts and a visual form of arts. So first we'll be discussing about the audio form of arts. Like what is audio form of arts? That is the art which we can able to listen. If we don't see the art, that doesn't matter, but we are able to uh, if we are able to listen, those forms of arts are called audio form of arts. The songs, poems, and music comes under these type of art. So as of now, today we are going to discuss about the music that we have in our India, in our country, and the music that is mainly classical music that has divided into two parts, that is Hindustani classical music and other one is Carnatic classical music. So Hindustani classical music, it is mainly comes from the north part of India, and mostly men perform these Hindustani classical music, and it has basic seven notes, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. I don't want to go into depth because it is a very complex subject. So I took the like basics of everything. And so coming to the music, it's not just music, it's physics and medicine. Like you may be asking that how music can be physics and medicine. So the music which we have even in our country, that it could be her Hindustani Carnatic music, classical music, as certain, like sir usually says, right? Everything is in this universe is frequencies, energies, and vibrations, right? So the frequencies or the wavelength that are generated out of the Hindustani classical music or the Carnatic musics are suitable to our body. So when we hear that kind of music, it makes us feel relaxed and makes us peaceful. So that's how the physics, and it's also medicine. Like when we hear like some loud music or DJ music, we feel some kind of disturbance or we will get headache because the wavelength or the frequencies that music has, it is not suitable for our body. So it makes us feel somewhat uncomfortable. But coming to our Hindustani classical music or Carnatic music, we can enjoy it, and it helps in getting relaxed or it makes us feel comfortable. And coming to the Carnatic music, it is Carnatic means it's a traditional or ancient, which means it is its existence is from many years. And coming to it comes from the south part of India, and mostly women are performed this Carnatic music. And it's a system of ragam and talam. Like uh, we have ragam and talam in this, and there are four main elements in this Carnatic music. They are Shruti, Swara, Tala, and Raga. So these are the four elements. Like we'll be hearing these kind of words in music, right? There is some shruti going wrong. There is some swara. The shruti means the tone we have, and swara means the how much pitch. Raga means the notes, everything. Tala means there are some rules and regulations to music, right? It follows some kind of rules and regulations. And going to the visual form of arts, the form of arts which can be seen through our eyes, like painting, dancing, movies. In previously we used to have dramas, and in Telugu we call oggu katalu, right? Those form of arts that we should be seen with our eyes, those are called visual form of arts. And today we are going to discuss about the painting and different types of dance form of arts that we have even in our country. So, coming to our India, every state has its own type of painting and art, and I have chosen the most popular one, and they are Madhubani art, Varli painting, Kalamkari, and Tanjore painting. Coming to Madhubani art is originated in the state of Bihar, where the picture or the painting depicts the god or goddess, like the different types of stories that we have in our scriptures or in our mythological stories. And it is mostly the background or the picture contains most of flora and fauna, means it contains lots of trees and flowers and uh, lots of animals. So this is how the Madhubani art looks like. So whenever we see this kind of painting, it's called Madhubani art. And coming to the Varli painting is originated in state of Maharashtra, especially in Nasik. It is a tribal painting. It comes from the tribal region called Varli tribals. So that is how the Varli is named as Varli painting. And the picture depicts the daily activities that we do, like cooking, farming, and dancing, every that the daily activities that we follow in our day to day life. This painting depicts or those kind of activities, and mostly it is in the red, white, or yellow shades. It uses those kind of backgrounds and colors for the painting. So these are the paintings that uh, say here in this picture we can see that someone is cooking, someone is doing agricultural work, and someone is getting the water from the well. So these are the daily activities. So the painting depicts the daily activities that we follow, and these are the different backgrounds and the colors they use in the Varli painting. Next, coming to the Kalamkari painting. Kalamkari painting is originated in the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Kalamkari, the word itself is a kalam means pen, right? In Hindi, we call pen as kalam. So the painting which is drawn with a pen, and mostly the kalamkari painting is uh, done on the fabrics. Like we use different types of cloth, right? In cloths also we have kalamkari print cloth. So the painting which is drawn with pen is called kalamkari painting. So here are the few images that comes under kalamkari painting. And next, going to the Tanjore painting. Tanjore comes from the state of Tamil Nadu, and the picture mainly depicts the god or goddess image. And the specialty of this Tanjore painting is that it it is carved on any like it. We have a clay type of material where they carve the image, like, and then uh, uh, they fill cover it with the gold type of sheet. Like nowadays we are seeing the 3D embossing on the in the wedding albums and all that, that we can actually feel the texture of the image. So the Tanjore paintings also, we can feel the texture of the painting. They carved it and then they emboss it with the gold sheet, and they engrave different types of stones and pearls. So this is how the Tanjore painting looks like. So we can feel the texture of the painting with our hands. And coming to the different types of dance, again, in our India, we have different types of dances from different types of states. Like in each and every state has its own form of dance. Like it can be a tribal form of dance, it can be a folk dance, or classical dance, or we have different types of dance, but I have chosen the popular top three. They're Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, and Garba. And coming to the Bharatanatyam, it is originated in the state of Tamil Nadu, and it is performed by the people called Devadasis. Previously, we used to have Devadasis. Who are Devadasis? Are like the people who surrender their life to the god. They are called Devadasis. So they used to live in temples, and they perform these Bharatanatyam in temples. The complete performance depicts some kind of stories, or the from the sculptures, or the stories related to God and all. They, through the dance form, they show us the different stories, and they wear a different like the attire. They look like it's very bright color, and it's a very traditional attire they wear in for this Bharatanatyam. And coming to Kuchipudi, it is originated in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and it is also performed in temples, and it is most popular in South India. And uh, it is also performed in temples, and it also depicts the stories and different situations in our script from our scriptures, and stories related to God and Goddess. And the costume they wear is very bright colors, and it's also a very traditional outfit and jewelry. And coming to the Garba, it is originated in the state of Gujarat, where it is performed in very special occasions. And now Navratri is coming, right? So now here Hyderabad also, they are organizing so many events for Garba and all. So it is performed there during Navratris and all. And the costume is a traditional Gujarati outfit. It's called Gagra Choli, and this is how the attire of the Garba looks like. And next, coming to the culture. So what is a culture? Like, in every state we have different type of culture, right? What is the culture? So culture is defined as the practices where a group of people come together and decide to do some practices, and those practices are passed to the next generations, are called culture. Right here in our country also, where we are doing so many practices, and we have different cultures which are coming from our ancestors, right? So where the group of people form together, and each and every state, each and every region of our country has different culture, right? So where the group of people come together and they set the culture, and it is passed to the generations. So yeah, it is in the beliefs, or the institutions, or the life cycle, lifestyle we follow. It all comes under the culture we have. And next, coming to the, here are the few culture that comes under like uh, India. Like, we have different type of culture, right? First thing is a greeting. We greet with Namaste because it is only available in India, but during the COVID time, it all went viral because of it's a non-contactless greeting we can do, and it's very like, the reason behind Namaste is that we can avoid contact. At the same time, if we are not contacting, we are not getting the infections the other person is having. So we don't know who has allergies, or who has some health issues. So we are avoiding that contact. So we are greeting with Namaste. And coming to the religious custom, we have different types of religions in our country, and festivals of India. Like, every now and then, for every 10 days or 1 day, 1 month, or 1 week, there is a small or big festival going around the country. It's always festivals in our country, and this is all the type of cultures we have in our country. So in other countries, we don't see this type of culture. Like, means this joint families, or the marriages are mostly love marriages nowadays. In India also, most of the times it's love marriage, but previously we used to have joint families, and the marriage here is always a arranged marriage culture, right? And coming to cuisine and food, so foreigners might be thinking that only butter chicken and butter naan is only the food we have, but no, the food we cook in our home and the food we have in hotels or the restaurants is completely different. So the cuisine, we have a lot variety of cuisine, right? Like each and every state, in particular, each and every district has its own kind of cooking style and its own cuisine, right? So coming to like Hyderabad has biryani and the Andhra has fish pulse and all. We have different kinds of cuisines in India. And coming to the traditional clothing, like each and every state has its own type of clothing. Like we can observe it, right? Like in north of India, we have different type of dressing style, and in north of India also, each and every state has its own type of uh, dressing sense, right? And the jewelry also, it's not the same. Like if you are wearing, though it's not like we have wide variety of jewelries and wide variety of clothings in our India. And dance of India, we have already discussed the different types of dances and epics and mythology. We have different types of epics and mythologies like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bharatam, and epics, like different types of scriptures, different types of Vedas and Upanishads, and martial arts, yoga, meditation, and karate. And in Telugu, we call this Karrasamu, right? They also counts under these martial arts. Languages, we have almost more than 100 languages in our country, and each and every state has its own language, an own tone, or slang of language, even though we speak Telugu, but it differs from each and every district. So in both the states we speak Telugu, but in Rayalaseema it's different. In Hyderabad it's different. In Warangal it could be different. So we have different types of slangs and different meanings of. We use different type of words for the same meaning. Even though we are speaking Telugu, but we use different types of meanings, right? Like we call chakkara in Telangana, but in Andhra it's called panchadara, right? So it's Telugu, but we have different types of words. So we have different types of languages in our country. And coming to the impact of Indian culture on human health. Okay, Pujita, you're saying like about art, about the culture, like now you're telling how it can be impact on your human health. So the culture or the practices that we are having from our ancestors, they didn't put the culture, or they didn't set the practice as like that, like they wanted to keep it so that they kept it. No, it has some kind of physical health benefits and mental health benefits, and emotionally also. So let's see some of the examples how these practices can improve in our like help us in improving our health. Coming to the first, wearing of bangles. Like most of us think it's a traditional thing, or it's a ornament that we follow, right? Wearing bangles is has a so much of scientific reason behind it. Because like when you wear the bangles, the friction that is like it moves, right? Whenever we are working, it moves and it creates some kind of friction which helps in improving our blood pressure. And in our states, like most of the times we see, right, a pregnant woman when they do seemantam. In pregnant women we perform seemantam, right, or baby shower we call. So they also wear so many bangles to that pregnant woman, because recently I heard that wearing bangles helps in easy delivery, and the sound that is made through the bangles helps the baby to feel safe and secure. Like the baby feels that okay, my mother is with me. The sound tells that like the sound that is created by the bangles has that kind of impact on the baby. And coming to the wearing jewelry, like most of the Indian women's men also has we think that it's wearing gold jewelry or the silver jewelry or any kind of jewelry. It's like showing social status. That no, in other countries it's not that mandatory that we are wearing some kind of jewelry or not. But in India, it's most of the times it's mandatory, especially if we are having any special events. Jewelry is mandatory. But what is the reason behind wearing jewelry? So like because have you observed that upper part of the body is completely gold jewelry and lower part of the body is completely silver jewelry, right? The anklets and our parents wear those metal, right? Those are silver, but upper part of the body, like the necklace and the earrings and the rings we wear, it's upper part of the body, right? So we wear always gold jewelry, and the lower part of the body is completely silver jewelry. So have you ever thought like what is the reason behind it? So the thing is, our gold jewelry helps our body to maintain certain temperature. So it helps in maintaining the body temperature. And coming to the silver jewelry, like anklets and these metal we call, right? So those are like, we wear silver jewelry because silver absorbs the energy that is coming from the earth and it passes through the uh, to the body. It absorbs from the earth and it passes through the to the body. And those metal, after marriage we keep metal, right? Because the nerve that is connected to the second toe of the foot, right? That is connected to the reproductive part of the female, which helps in healthy baby. That the pressure that is kept on after metal, we feel some pressure on the foot, and that pressure is, and the nerve is connected to the reproductive part of the female body, and it helps in improving very healthy reproductive system. It's a then again helps in healthy baby. Next, coming to the shankanadam. Nowadays no one, like, mostly we have forgotten this shankanadam, but there is a lot of benefits from this shankanadam. Like previously, shankanadam, the mechanism, like, we can't directly blow the shankam, but there should be some kind of mechanism to blow the shankam, right? It helps, the mechanism that we are following to blow the shankam helps in improving our lungs, like it improves our lungs health. Like in Instagram we see these kinds of reels, right? Where inhale when the ball is going up and hold your breath until it reaches some point and exhale when it's going down. We see these kind of reels, right? The same mechanism, this same kind of mechanism is also followed in Shankanadam. And previously, nowadays we are having temple here and there for, we are having temples, but previously we don't used to have temples like that. It's only one temple for every village. So it's like a school bell. When the shankam is blown in the temple, it's like a reminder to the people, right? Okay, we should offer some kind of prayers from the place we are in. So that is the reason behind Shankanadam, and it has a lot of scientific health benefits for our lungs. And coming to Namaste, we have discussed it previously. It's contactless, and we can help ourselves in accumulating different types of allergies and uh, health issues. So, and not only this, I've not included all those things, but we have this keeping kolam or muggu we call, right? So nowadays we are using all the like painting, we are drawing the permanent muggu. But the scientific reason behind this is that previously the all the muggus or the designs, it's not used to be flowers or the birds, like it's used to be that we call tippudu moggulo, right? So when you wake up and you have a lot of confusion in your mind, right? So human previously used to draw different, how they want to draw. They used to clear all the clutter they have in your mind, and they used to be free from all the confusions they are having. And it is drawn with rice flour, right? Nowadays we are using that rock one, but previously they used to do it with rice flour. So it helps, it acts as a food for ants and different types of worms and birds. So there are so many things that helps, right? Like, used to think, nowadays we are thinking like that, now what is the purpose of this? But because our ancestors didn't give the reasons for the practices we are following, it's nowadays it's like it's a myth. We don't have anything out of it. But no, whenever your parents or grandparents telling something to do, try to know the reason behind it, what the actual reason could be. Some may be myths, but something maybe uh, they have some kind of health benefits or the mental benefits we can have. And that's it from my side. If you have anything to ask, you can ask. If I try to answer those questions. So, anyone has any questions regarding my presentation or the topics I have chosen? Okay, thank you. Uh, and the reason I have chosen is like the technical stuff or the financial stuff, other things. It can be learned, like, or any news related thing. It can be learned or can be known at any point of time. Like finance or the technical stuff, it should be learned definitely because we use that. But uh, we don't use, right? We don't get any chance to know about these art and culture that we have in our country. It's we think like okay, it's our history, but I feel like we should get some awareness and we should be knowing about all these things, and we should pass this to our next generation. So that is the reason I've chosen this topic. I'm sorry if you are getting bored, but yeah, thank you, sir. And I'm stopping stop screen share. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Poojitha. And very excellent presentation. Really, you have grabbed all the people attention towards you, and I could see people expressions as well. And they are completely engrossed in your presentation and giving their full attention to understand. And they started thinking whenever you're asking the questions, right, regarding that why we do like that, and they were thinking what could be the reason. And few might be knowing, but few may not be, aware of these things. But really, I used to always have a little bit of kind of confusions. We hear these words every time now and then. I read a lot of books, right? So I come across these kind of words, but sometimes I'm not sure. And I do research on few things, but sometimes I ignore few things because there might be some reason could be like I assume the things, few things. But when it comes to your presentation, when you have shared about how audio visual related things, how particularly painting related things and all, whatever you have mentioned, the visual art, painting related and the dance related. Yeah, and coming to the culture, and we have also in our previous presentations, in the old, like old students used to give these kind of presentations, and every time they used to come up with a lot of scientific research and reasons behind each and everything. Like we apply that turmeric powder on our feet and also to the entrance, right? And why we tie the particularly mango leaves, and a lot of not only these things, a lot of things. And there was a lot of other people used to focus on our Indian culture, where they have also given the they have highlighted each and every state, what exactly each state is having. And the person divided the presentation into four parts, like he just divided north, south, east and west, like that, and he divided the states. And he gave four parts when it comes to giving each and every state value, what exactly the state has contributed towards the country culture. So like that, when it comes to listening to your presentation, I felt the same, and it's even more. But really, that presentation slides are so classic. Okay, I'm it's looking like a very very beautiful. I don't know how you got that template, but really, it's so eye pleasing, and at the same time, we can feel that richness in that slides and the class look it is having. And at the same time, the way you have taken the appropriate pictures with the matter, and it's not too high and not too less. And these kind of presentations needed some sorry, that paragraph whatever you have mentioned, right? So overall the presentation is so good, and I really did not expect this kind of presentation from you. But you made, and I luckily recorded it. So it can be in YouTube as well. So in the very soon I am going to start the YouTube channel. So whatever is going to be the highlights from our class is going to be in YouTube channel. So it's for us, okay? So it's not about the audience. We don't care about the audience. For us to improve ourselves in a lot of ways. So it is going to be for us only. But anyhow, the outside audience also can come and watch our videos. But especially the reason behind why I'm creating the YouTube channel is to make sure that you will be even more courageous because when somebody is watching you on certain social platform in the, especially in a good way, so people have some kind of insecurity and inferiority complex, but that should go. Clear. And also we have storytelling session, right? During that storytelling session we have around 10 to 15 stories every week, and you don't have to go somewhere else. Suppose in the future a lot of new students want to learn some stories, they can watch your videos and then they can learn, or else you can share this to your kids in the future, that you watch these stories and you can learn some morals and ethics like that. And not only that, like it also helps you to improve your communication skills. At the end you want communication skills, and that is a byproduct of our class. That's never been the main product of our class. Communication should be one part, but there are other aspects also you should improve. A lot of people feels like they are only lacking in communication skills. No, there are a lot of aspects people are lacking, and but main focus is on communication skills. So that's the reason I have just included all the things together in our class, so that all people can benefit. Whatever their expectations could be from this class, but all things can be fulfilled from our sessions. Yeah, thank you so much, Pujita. And I feel very lucky to have you in this class, to make the people aware of these things. And yeah, you are the right, set of example how people can think of and prepare their presentation so that they can also share the knowledge. Yeah, so it's all about getting the topic, and knowledge is available so much outside. Sorry, information is available so much outside, and just spend some time and grab that knowledge and then prepare the slides and come. So thank you so much, Pujita, for coming up and sharing this presentation. I really loved it and enjoyed each and every bit of your presentation. And there was no scope for any boring or boredomness, because it's a curious topic and we are knowing why we are doing. Okay. So there are a lot of things we are doing, but not knowing why we are doing. But the moment when you know, you do it consciously. So consciousness is very needed while doing. A lot of times people eat fruits. Okay, but you should know why are you eating the fruits. Then only your brain has the power to produce the results. Remember every time. And you are waking up early, you should know why are you waking up early. You should know the reasons behind what will happen when you wake up early, so that your brain think in that direction and fulfill your dreams. And you're joining in this class, you should know why are you joining this class, and just tell that you are improving your communication skill. Then automatically your brain helps you to improve your communication skills. Okay, in the same way, whatever you take, whatever the good things you are doing, always know the reasons why we are doing it, and then tell to yourself that I am doing this, I am going to get this. Like that, when you tell, then your mind works on it and create that for you. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Pujita. And let's hear from our members as well, how they felt when they are listening to your presentation. Yes, guys, now it's time for you to give your feedback, how her presentation is and how she explained and what